Hello, this is Mr. Mill up the street. Just wanted to take a few minutes and show you what I found as far as your website's concerned. Um, I'll try to explain it the best I can, and I'll give you options as well. And then once you watch the video, we can decide, or you can decide if you want to move forward, or have additional conversation, or have any additional questions, which you probably will. But so anyway, this is your website, and Um, I, I think you said you wanted. I see you have some apparel on here and a couple other things. But, it's very limited, of course. So the first thing I want to show you is that your website is not a WordPress website, which I explained to you before. I only work on a WordPress website. So, and with the fact of it being, I think you said it was a weekly site, but I know they have an annual contract. And but anyway, so we'll figure out how to get it into a WordPress website. The other thing I want to show you is that I did a audit for your website just to give me some idea of where you are and what things need to be fixed. And um, this number is based on a rating of 100. And I'll go over this with you. As you can see, some things are good, but most of the things need to be improved, or should I say improvements. So the next thing I want to show you is I did a search on Google for sports apparel. Remember, I was explaining to you, sports apparel is a really high-end keyword. So when you see sports apparel, the first people that come up are Nike, Fanatics. Um, what's interesting here is that this person here is out of business, but they're ranking number one. So that is interesting to me, and I'll explain why. Because these are local businesses. So this is Google Ads, Google advertisers up here. These are considered the local businesses, which I guess this is one on North Center Street and Gateway. I want somebody in the Gateway Center as far as sports apparel is concerned. Then this is what's called the organic, which is, as you can see, fantastic. Fans, Edge, Models, Dick's, these are the big boys, Nike. So this is where you would have to rank, and that would be pretty tough. So, but there's other words or that we could rank for, which I'll show you real quickly. Some of the other words. Well, let me just explain this real quick. When you rank number one on Google, 42% of the time, Google says people will click and go to your website. 12% if you're ranked number 2, and 9% if you're ranked number 3. I think those numbers are a little bit higher, but this is Google's official numbers. So that being said, I did a little spreadsheet, ROI, return on investment, just to see if it would even be worth it to do any type of campaigns for these particular keywords. So as I explained to you before, sports apparel, I don't think you'll be able to rank for that. There's just too many. It will cost you too much money, put it that way. Because the big boys, the Nikes, the Fantastics, and everything are ranking for that word. But some of the other keywords I was looking at that we probably can get you ranking in locally, sports apparel near me. And by the way, I normally do a minimum of 5 to up to 10 keywords for my campaigns. So let me just explain this. So if you add all these up, it's about 11,000 searches per month for these particular keywords as per Google. If you rank number one, what that will mean is that 42% of the time people will click and go to your website, or about 4,900 clicks per month, just based on these numbers. If once people go to your website, if you can get them to do something 12% of the time. Now, do something means buy, join your mailing list. There's various things that you can get people, or you want people to do once they get to your website. And in most cases, you're going to want them to buy something. So if 42% of the time people click on your website, and then once they get there, 12% of the time they spend $100. I don't know how much your margin or your average, or what you're selling is concerned. But if on average they spend $100 once they get there, based on these minimum numbers, or should I say preliminary numbers. It might be something that you want to look at, or or invest in. Of course, this is a business decision, so you'll probably have plenty of questions, and I'm here to answer those questions. 973-743-9263, and it is the 20th of July. I'm going to make sure I get this video to you now. Any questions, give me a call. Thanks again.